Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be discussing the recent news regarding increased powers for the Scottish Parliament, or Holyrood. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has recently ruled out any further devolution of powers to Holyrood, insisting it has enough already, and that it should be held to account for underutilizing them. This decision comes as Keir Starmer, the UK Labour leader, is pushing for sweeping changes in Britain's political structures, including abolishing the House of Lords and unspecified new powers for Holyrood. The Prime Minister has argued that Scotland already has significant powers, including over income tax rates. Among these powers is for Holyrood to levy higher taxes for high earners, though the Tories oppose this policy. With former leader of the SNP, Nicola Sturgeon's resignation and the ensuing crisis over police investigation into SNP finances, the prospects of a second independence referendum have greatly subsided. This is the juncture at which Labour hopes to attract pro-independence voters and embrace those who view enhanced devolution as a compromise. Scottish Tory leader Douglas Ross then recently abandoned a proposition made in an interview with the Daily Telegraph earlier that month of Tory voters in marginals backing the best-placed Unionist Party instead of automatically voting Tory. This was shortly put down by No. 10 and instead put the focus on holding the Scottish government to account. This whole situation has been overshadowed by a heated row involving No. 10 officials and Scottish political journalists. This occurred after Downing Street tried to restrict access to a briefing with Sunak to 6 hand-picked newspapers. There was a protest from reporters, which led to the showdown in Glasgow, during which No. 10 insisted that they leave, or the briefing would be cancelled. Eventually, it took place with every newspaper reporter present. Sunak also argued that the UK government had the right to sidestep the Scottish Parliament by directly funding initiatives at a local level in policy areas, as part of its levelling up agenda. He claimed that this was real devolution in action at a local level, and that it was well received by Scottish councils and local communities. So in conclusion, with the Prime Minister ruling out any further devolution of powers and the heated fallout between political reporters and No. 10 officials, we find ourselves at a critical juncture in British politics when it comes to increased power for the Scottish Parliament. This video has